Hello guys, my name is Satyajit Singh Garwal. I am a VIT Vellore student and my branch is computer science and I am in the third year right now and I am going to tell you in this video how you can crack your VIT Triple E exam in the next 7 days. Your exam is going to be on 20th, 21st of April and this video will guide you how you can step by step study for this exam and clear it easily. As we all know in VIT there are 5 categories of fees. Category 1 which starts from 2 lakhs and the category 5 that ends at 5 lakh rupees. So to get the admission in before starting I am going to tell you that this exam is given by almost 2.5 to 3 lakh students every year and this exam is really important if you want to do your BTech in the best private college in India. Now let's start with the basics. We will start with the mathematics subject. In this subject I am going to tell you all the chapters that are very important for this exam and these chapters would be having the most number of questions that are going to come in the VIT Triple E exam. So first chapter is matrices and determinants. When I gave my exam, almost 3 questions came from this chapters only. These are 2 chapters if you go through the NCERT, but when you are solving the numericals in your VIT Triple E exam, as there's a time constraint, then it happens to be like really hard to solve these questions. So you need to go through the MCQ type questions also when you are solving or practicing at your home. Next is your vectors and your complex numbers. These chapters are also very simple when you are doing it from the NCERT, but I'll recommend you to going through online material or some other materials so that you can also solve the MCQ type questions. Next is trigonometry. When I gave my exam, trigonometry seemed to be like a very easy subject because in NCERT there are very limited number of questions that are present. But next chapter that I'm going to talk about is trigonometry. Trigonometry, when I gave this exam, almost 3 to 4 questions came from this, and when we are going to give this exam, we think like in NCERT there are very limited number of questions, so from that only these questions are going to be framed, but it's not like that. I'll recommend you to go through all the basics concepts that there are for trigonometry, as from the basics many questions come. We always think that this is a competitive exam and questions that are going to come might be not easy and they might be of a higher level, or we just do the advanced level questions and we forget about the easy level ones. So I'll recommend you to go through the easy and the medium level questions, and if you have the time you can go through the like hard level questions also. Then there is analytic geometry for 3D dimensions. This is also like really easy, but I'll recommend you to going through just once. Then other chapters that I'm going to talk about are discrete mathematics and probability. Probability, when I gave my exam, if I remember correctly, the number of questions that came were most important questions that are from the NCERT also. In NCERT, I guess so 2 questions just directly came from NCERT, and almost like 4 questions will be coming from probability and stats and discrete mathematics. So you need to go through the basic concepts of probability. Probability seems to be very easy because when we were giving our 10th exams, 11th exams, this probability chapter was like very easy subject, but in competitive this is the most competitive. Questions do come and people are not able to answer because of the time constraint. Next subject is going to be chemistry. Chemistry is also like very easy subject and you think like you will be able to answer all the questions easily, but you need to go through the basics concepts again like mathematics. So I'll be telling you all the chapters that you need to go through first and go through them before the exam also, and the other subjects or the other chapters that there are in chemistry, you can go through them once, but I recommend you to go through them once after you are done with these chapters so you can score the maximum number of marks if you have just 7 days of learning left. So for chemistry, I'll recommend you to going through atomic structures, PDF elements also. So from these almost like 3 questions could be framed, and like you need to go through the MCQ questions that there are. I'll recommend you to go through NCERT only, because in NCERT for these 2 chapters a lot of theory is given, so if you just study that also you will be able to cover each and everything that's gonna come for this VIT Triple E exam, so you can just go through that thing. The next thing is that's very important is electrochemistry and the alcohols and ethers. Alcohols and ethers also is very important, and it's like really in competitive exams mostly alcohols and ethers, when a question comes it's framed like it's going to be very easy and we just take the correct answer, but after analyzing the basic concepts, you think that this is going to be the wrong answer, and it comes to, true also after the results are out. So I'll recommend you to going through electrochemistry, alcohols and ethers, and then there's one more chapter, the isomerism. So isomerism is very very important if you want to score good marks in your VAT Triple E exam, because all these chapters that I've told you in chemistry hold the most number of marks that are going to be awarded in your VAT Triple E exam. Now we come to physics. In physics also, I'm going to tell you all the 5-6 chapters that need to be gone through once when you are going to give this exam, and are really really important for you. So first of all is law of motion and work, energy and power. So this is going to be very easy, so, like chapter for you to revise when you are giving this exam. Next chapter is going to be properties of matter. Properties of matter is a theory subject only, theory chapter only. So if you want to score good marks, I'll recommend you to going through this also, because each and every question, when I gave this exam, almost 2 questions came from just this chapter. And if you go through the theory concepts from the NCERT only, it's enough for this chapter. And for this chapter, when the question comes, is like a direct question only. If you know the basics, you will be able to answer it. So it saves a lot of time while you answer these from these 2 chapters the questions. The next 2 chapters I'm going to tell you about physics are the optics and the dual nature of radiation. So these are also important. So I will recommend you to go through these. We always think like in physics, mostly the numericals would be coming, and as it's a competitive exam and over 3 lakh students are going to give this exam, mostly numericals would be coming that are really, really hard to solve in the paper. But in physics, sometimes the numerical takes almost more than 5 minutes also to solve, and in competitive exams, you don't have that much time to solve those questions. So mostly from these 4-5 chapters that I've told you about physics, theory questions will be coming, and the most weightage from will be from these. And the other chapters that are given by VAT for your syllabus, you should go through them once. Thank you guys for watching this video till the end. If you like this video, just go and subscribe to this channel and like this video also. If you have personal doubts regarding VAT or any other private university, you can just DM me on my Instagram ID. This is going to be my Instagram ID, Sabyajit Singh Garewal, and I'll answer you shortly as soon as possible. And just don't forget to subscribe to this channel, as amazing videos regarding VAT and other private universities are going to come on this channel, and other videos that are interesting and also beneficial for students are also going to come, like scholarships and other college tips. So you just subscribe to this channel before leaving. Thank you guys for watching till the end.